So very good morning everybody and welcome back to the woods. Now the last time I was here it was the height of summer and the place was filled with bloodthirsty mosquitoes, and well, there were still one or two about, but we're kind of getting away with it today. It's a bit damp, it's a bit dreary, and I guess they're all staying in bed. Today I've come out with my favourite lens of all time, the Helios 44. This is a beautiful M42 mount lens that you can pick up on eBay for next to nothing these days, but it has a really unique thing. Swirly bokeh. It looks awesome, and today we've come to the woods. We'll just have a walk around and take some photographs with the Helios 44 and my Sony A7R. So let's get stuck in and see what the day brings. So I want to let you in on a little secret. There's a reason I don't often visit the woods on my YouTube channel. I suck at woodland photography. I don't know why, I always have. It's not for the lack of trying. So today's going to be interesting. I've not been here for a while. The brain's had a reset. We may find something different, we may find the same old stuff, we may do the same old things. But let's have fun doing it. Just like it was a little bit of fun taking a picture of those wet leaves behind me. So I'm doing the same thing I always do when I use these old vintage manual lenses. I'm shooting aperture priority mode. It's just a way of making things a little bit simpler. There's only one dial on the lens and that's the aperture, so we might as well just control that and let the camera control everything else. And when I say everything else, really what I mean is shutter speed. Now, I shoot aperture priority mode quite a lot, and don't let the internet fool you that the only way to be taken seriously is to shoot full manual, because that is absolute nonsense. I've got the aperture set on the lens where I want it to be, which is f5.6. I've got the ISO set where I want it to be, which is 400. It's a dark and dreary kind of day, so we may as well bump the ISO up a little bit. And to be honest, for this kind of thing, the shutter speed is somewhat irrelevant. It doesn't matter, does it? So why not just free yourself up a little bit, let the camera do all of the hard work, you set the creative side, and let the camera do the rest for you. Hopefully, that was a nice photograph. So I've moved over into a little bit of a clearing here, and there are 3 trees just in front of me. One to the left, one in the middle, and one fallen over. And a lot of green fern in front of it. And I just thought the contrast with the white trunks and the trees and the greenery all around it, I thought it made for a little bit of fun. So we're at f5.6, a 25th of a second, ISO 400, and we're just going to take this photograph. Now, I know there are a lot of people out there who use polarizers in the woodland when it's damp like this. It's something that I have done in the past, but I kind of prefer it without it. I like the way the water just adds contrast and saturation and shine to everything. It just, to me, it makes everything pop off. There is no right or wrong answer to this. Your preference is your preference, of course. Mine is without. Here's that photograph. So just over there is a big tree and there is a slight clearing behind it, which is allowing some hazy sunlight, if you could call it that. I might even call it mist and fog to a point, but on the back of the camera it's adding like a slight glow to the background. I'm wondering if we can't do something maybe with the Orton effect with this photograph. Now, if you're not familiar with the Orton effect, it is a method of adding a slight glow to the highlights. It's like a glow and a softening to the highlights, but it leaves the shadows and the midtones untouched, and it just makes photographs look a little bit more interesting, especially on flat, dull days like this. So let's get the camera set up and just see if we can't take a photo and use the aforementioned editing technique. Let's see what the Orton effect does to this tree and the background. So here's the photograph lined up on the camera. You see there's a bit of a glow there and a little bit of a glow down the path there. Now I need to really hurry up and take this photo. I don't know if you can hear this in the background, but the rain, well, it's really raining down now. So let's hurry up and get this photograph taken so I can get this and this camera put away in the bag while this shower just passes. Yeah, I'm really getting wet right now. This Helios lens isn't weather sealed. I'm not sure about the A7R, it may well be. But this lens has like a screw thread on the front of it that protrudes a little bit, so it's just kind of acting as something. I've been bit on the back of my neck. It's been acting as something of a lens hood. So let me just check focus. So we are focused to a fifth of a second ISO 400 and we're down at f11. The 2-second timer on the Sony. Here's that photo taken. I'll get these cameras put in the back and I'll show it to you. So I don't often shoot video on my phone, but wow, has this rain really sort of crept down now. I'm hoping it's just going to be a little bit of a rain shower that passes. I am soaked and sweating. It's a bizarre combination. I'm not going to lie, that's a bit too much information for you, isn't it? But yeah, cameras are all safely away in the bag, somewhere down there. Oh, man, wasn't expecting this. So my plan during this slight rain storm is to make a beeline round to the other side of the woods. There is a slight clearing, which sounds a bit stupid considering how heavy the rain is, but there's a little bit more light around there. There is some open space with some trees that you can sort of single out using a slightly longer focal length, and I'm hoping I'll be able to do something with that, and I'm really hoping this rain goes. Like I say, the Olympus EM1 and the 12 to 40 Pro lens, it's a completely weather sealed combination. I don't really have any worries about water ingress in that camera, but the camera that I've been using for photos today, the Sony A7R, I wouldn't trust that even in a slight sprinkling of liquid. This iPhone 15, yeah, it's fine. It's not dying in the water, but phones tend to be waterproof, don't they? Whew. Yeah, it's pretty in these woods at this time of year now. It's just starting to orange up in places a little bit. The greenery is sort of dying back a little bit. I'm wondering if another 3 or 4 weeks and this place may really come alive the right sort of time of year. It's been too long since I've done Woodland. This is probably why. Right, so there's the camera bag, nice and safely under the trees. There's my 2 tripods. Now, hear me out. These 2 tripods see an awful lot of coastal activity. They're always covered in salt water. So I thought, you know what, let's let them wash off. They don't really see fresh water all that often. Update on the rain shower. You can probably see it's not gone anywhere. Right, I've kind of made an executive decision. It's time to head back to the car. As you can probably see, we're still shooting on the mobile phone, and that is because the rain is still raining. Like, really raining now. So yeah, it's time to end this video. I can't carry on like that. I am just soaked to the bone. So thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry this has got cut short if you was enjoying it. This is just the weather and the nature of the beast with this kind of photography. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please do give it a thumbs up. It really does help the video and it brings new viewers to see my content. And if you want to see more from me, press the subscribe button down below and you'll see more nonsense every single week. It's usually Micro Four Thirds. Today I wanted to play with the Sony and now apparently an iPhone. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.